been a while since we watched a once-in-a-lifetime style video from Copa90. This has been one of the most heavily requested ones I think I've ever seen out of you guys. This is, we refuse to know our place how do you say this? Trabzonspor? I don't know how you say that. You guys have been requesting this one like crazy. All right. We're kicked back. We're about to get cozy. Very curious about what's so special about this one that so many of you recommended it to me. So another Copa90 masterclass.
Unutmadan şeyi anlatayım. I don't wanna forget. 2 months ago, 2 ay önce Türkçe anlatayım. Burada birisi işleri kötü gittiği için çatıya çıktı, intihar edecek.
What?
Ve aşağıdan şöyle bağırdılar ona. Gel 2 ay sonra şampiyon olacağız. Şimdi intihar etme. 2 ay sonra edersin. Şampiyonluğu gör ondan sonra. Adam intihar etmedi. That's true story.
That's a true.
Really true story. Exactly true story. Yes.
European football is broken, with the same teams winning the same trophies against the same opponents in almost every season, in almost every country. And it's only getting worse.
Bayern Munich win their 10th consecutive Bundesliga title. Simply sensational stuff.
Resulting in a toxic cycle where a select few teams now hold almost all the success, power and attention, all of which is depriving us of new footballing stories, which to me has always been what football's truly about. Luckily, last season saw a few underdogs with a chance at glory, so I went on a journey to document their story, their people, and their culture, and show whilst winning isn't everything, we need different winners in football to remind us of why we love this game.
Yep, I agree. I agree with that.
This is once in a lifetime. There are 7 cities in Turkey with populations exceeding 1 million people, yet the country is dominated by one city in particular. Whether economical, cultural or political, if it happens in Turkey, the city of Istanbul, despite not even being the capital, plays a significant part. So much so that in the build-up to a...
Wait, the capital of Turkey is in Istanbul? What the hell is the capital of Turkey? Ankara. Oh, wow, I did not know that actually.
Istanbul, despite not even being the capital, plays a significant part. So much so that in the build-up to a recent election, the country's longtime president, Recep Erdogan, admitted
İstanbul'da teklersek, Türkiye'de tökezleriz.
And so when Erdogan's political party lost the Istanbul mayoral elections for the first time in 15 years to a newcomer called Ekrem İmamoğlu, Erdogan demanded a re-election. İmamoğlu won the re-election as well. And this same Istanbul dominance applies to the country's favorite sport.
Since the beginning of football, Istanbul has always been the obviously dominant city.
Such as their dominance. Of the 61 titles won before the start of last season, only 7 have left Istanbul.
The Galatasaray, Beşiktaş, and Fenerbahçe teams were so big that nobody could battle with them. The championship was always decided between them 3.
In fact, for the first decade and a half of the Turkish league, no non-Istanbul team even got close.
The 3 Istanbul clubs, they had this hegemony, this kind of dominance over the Turkish league, and they presented it as if it was common sense, as if it was natural course of life. They could buy anyone's players, they could match fix, they could, like, the refs would defend them, like they could do anything until the 70s.
When a club from Trabzon, a small working-class city from the Black Sea region, made it to the first division.
Trabzonspor came in and destroyed that hegemony.
From there went crazy.
It went crazy. In 75-76, they immediately won their first championship.
But it wasn't just once, it was like
76-77.
6 titles in
a
decade.
That's why they cannot, like, the audacity.
78-79.
Audacity. That's our character.
79-80.
It was like a David Goliath thing.
When in
like in 81.
You ask this Istanbul club supporters and whatnot.
And then in 84 you won it.
In 84, once again, yeah.
They do not like us because we had the audacity to not only question, but destroy their dominance over the Turkish league and the Turkish football.
Because we just kept going and we won 6 trophies in a short span.
And did it with local kids from this town. And
I read that, like, was it the entire squad was from the city?
Yeah.
Despite
That's incredible.
being not the second, not the third, but the 30th biggest city in the country, it was Trabzon's football club who became the only side capable of taking on the Istanbul footballing giants, earning them the nickname Black Sea Storm.
And it was like invincible Arsenal team. In the first 30 minutes, we were sure we were going to score and then dominate.
O 70'ten diyeyim sana 84'e kadar yani. Hep İstanbul kulüpleri buraya gelip de berabere kalırsalar çok büyük iş.
That's
And to
incredible.
this day, with the exception of Bursaspor in 2010, Trabzonspor has been the only non-Istanbul team to have won the Turkish Super League.
Actually, there's this great chant Trabzonspor fans sing that says attack so they will understand you. And I think that pretty much sums up what these people have to go through to be recognized.
And it's that mentality that inspired a fan base way beyond the city.
I was born and raised in Ankara.
It latched on to people from across Turkey,
I've been always supporting Trabzonspor.
not only people from Trabzon.
No, I have no connection to the Black Sea.
Being a football fan, you identify yourself with a club. You see your values and your character in it.
It's I guess my protest vote against the status quo, standing against the tide. Everybody around me were supporting the big Istanbul teams, and I felt like, I have to stand up.
People from here, they try the audacity again. They don't think they don't ask themselves if they could do something. They just go for it.
Remember Imamoglu, the first man to beat Erdogan's party in more than a decade and a half? Well, he was born and raised in Trabzon, and like everyone else from the city, adores his local team.
We, as Trabzonspor and people from Trabzon, we refuse to know our place.
And perhaps that's how Trabzon got its nickname.
We are the stubborn city.
The stubborn city.
We're
I
known
love that.
for having a short fuse.
Bizim meşhurdur baba. Çok değişik bir insan topluluğuyuz yani öyle söyleyebilirim.
Trabzon character. I'm not talking about the club. I'm talking about the people. It's that character is
Biz istediğimizi alırız.
quite a strong thing.
Alana kadar her şeyi yaparız.
There is this culture of what they call delikanlı. It would literally translate as crazy blood.
Crazy blood,
So you
dude.
might have realized we are very strong-willed and short-tempered. Yeah.
Where's that come from?
It might be the weather.
Ne de inatçıyız. Bizim altımız deniz, üstte dağ. Biz rüzgarda karıyoruz, bize ceylan çarpıyor bizi.
So it is a lot of mountains, a lot of fog.
Fog in Trabzon is infamous. Rains all year. If it's not raining, it's foggy. It does affect how people are or their character, doesn't it?
Yeah, that actually is so true because when it snows here, we've been having like a bunch of winter storms and stuff last few weeks, but it's our heavy like winter season in the state that I'm in right now. It changes my whole mood, bro. I feel way more emotional, more short-tempered, I'm not gonna lie. I get way more irritable during this time of the year. No sunshine, no consistent sun, lots of rain, snow. It changes your whole flow, man.
If it's not raining, it's foggy. It does affect how people are or their character, doesn't it?
And whilst this stubbornness could be interpreted as hostile, locals insist it's more to do with their passionate way of being.
We get really angry really quickly, but that's because we are so passionate about it. We use it in extreme ways.
And those extreme ways can be
feel
seen
that.
in every local passion, from their seafood to their hazelnuts.
We are really proud of our own produce, so we are the place for hazelnuts. We put hazelnuts in our Coca-Cola.
To a more concerning passion in a city known for its stubbornness.
That's
Personally, I'm not a
new.
big gun fan, but there is a big gun culture in this city for some reason, yeah.
Really?
Bunlar özleşmiş bir halk ve bu yani nasıl diyebilirim ki silah seviliyor.
Eskiden Trabzon maçlarında gol attığımız zaman bile evlerde atılırdı, o köylerde atılırdı.
For example, my grandfather used to sleep with both his guns under his pillow.
I mean, is that a really good mix
What?
with the city that has the shortest temper in the country as well?
It might not be, but it's very different to the southern US gun culture. It's very different.
But whilst their passion for weaponry may reflect their aggressive side, there's an equally warm side reflected in another passion.
Trabzon'da balı severler. Evet, bir tutkudur. Yani çünkü çok güzel çiçekler oluyor yaylalarımızda. Onun için kaliteli ballarımız oluyor yani.
But even in this passion, there's an intense side, thanks to the region's famous or infamous variant of honey known as deli bal.
The crazy honey can put you in a coma.
Evet. Kesinlikle. Yani onun fazlası zararlıdır. Onun için adı üstünde deli bal. Yani vücut düzenini ister istemez tansiyonunu mesela baş dönmesi ama yani genelde Trabzon'un kökeninde bir delilik vardır yani kesinlikle.
And it's that mix of sweet and crazy that has created an extremely hospitable people.
We love people. We love to show off what we can do.
Misafirperverliği yani eskilerimizden gelir, atalarımızdan gelir. Yani
Everybody that wants to like the city gets embraced.
yani yardımcı olmak isteriz ona. Yani bu bizim eskilerimizden, kökenimizden gelir. Yani.
Repeat after me. Şampiyon Trabzon.
Şampiyon Trabzon. Yes.
But it's the extreme and unique ways that people express their two biggest loves, the city and the club, that is most fascinating.
Wait, I will say this, I'm sorry. Don't mean to keep pausing. I have heard that Turkish people are really hospitable for the most part, really friendly, really easy to get along with. I've even seen it on social media. There's a lot of fun things that I've seen about like the Turkish people. So that's actually really good. I wonder if this is a Trabzon thing or if it's like, actually, yeah, everything I've seen has been mostly all of Turkey. So it's on my list of places to visit one day.
Unique ways that people express their two biggest loves, the city and the club, that is most fascinating. For the city, it's through a number.
61 is the license plate code, the postal code of the city, and somehow it became a symbol.
Numarasının bu şehirde insanlar üzerinde kimlik gibi yani.
I see our fans, when we are 6-0 ahead, they want us to concede a goal so that the match will finish 6-1.
Is that real?
Yeah, that's real.
Evet, 61 hayranları.
People pay extra to get a phone number that starts or ends with a 61.
So this is your restaurant? And did you open it in 1961 on purpose or it's a coincidence?
1954 normalde buranın tarihçesi ama biz dediğim gibi 61 sevdasından dolayı buna 61 yazdık. Elimde olsa 61'den açarım.
İnsanlar tarafından tuhaf göründü. Ama Trabzon farklı bir şey diyoruz ya.
They took a picture of an ATM machine that the numbers were all there, but the number 1 and number 6 were all faded because everyone's PIN number is something with 61. So the bank had to put a note there that was saying like.
And for the club, it's through the colours of claret and blue, or bordo mavi in Turkish.
I've touched every continent with Copenhagen. I've never seen a city so decked out with the colours of the local club. Is that particularly strong because of the time we're in, or is this normal?
Oh no, it's normal. It's normal. Bordo mavi is the essence of the club.
Wow, I've never seen anything like this either.
The colours everywhere.
Wow, it's dedication, man.
In our defense, they're beautiful colors.
And just like 61, the locals embraced it in extreme ways.
So there was this jean brand called Mavi, and right next to their shop, someone opened the shop and named it Bordo. So it would be Bordo Mavi together.
But even with their audacious ways, stubborn spirit and unrivaled passion, in a changing world, even Trabzonspor couldn't keep up with the Istanbul clubs forever.
I mean, football changed, hasn't it? And
money,
yeah,
globalization.
Money is, yeah.
We had to adapt to a new world.
A lot of money was poured into football.
We could not compete economically with Istanbul clubs.
When you look at the economy, when you look at the scale.
Economically, we cannot, this city, this is a small city.
It's a miracle that Trabzonspor is almost in the same league with the other Istanbul players.
But just as the 80s saw Trabzonspor lose its best players to clubs who could offer more, that same decade saw the city lose much of its population for the exact same reason.
There wasn't any possibility back in the 80s to earn a living wage. It was really hard work, so a lot of people tried their luck outside of Trabzon.
Trabzon has a huge diaspora. So like probably only in Istanbul you might have more than 1 million people from Trabzon.
Not only Istanbul, but also
Her yerde var dünyada. Türkiye'yi bırak. Türkiye dünyanın her yerinde.
Almanya'da, Belçika'da, Hollanda'da, Fransa'da.
My parents left in the 80s.
You're from the Netherlands?
I'm from the Netherlands. I was born and raised in Rotterdam.
My father's from Trabzon. I was actually born in Germany.
So you've come all the way from Düsseldorf? Yes. How far have you come for this match?
3,700 kilometers from Belgium.
People who are educated, who had good jobs from big cities of Turkey, they didn't move to Europe. Basically, the people who left, they left from regions like Black Sea, this region.
And so now, wherever you are in the world, you're never far from a Trabzonspor fan.
I'm gonna see.
They say that among.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna see like if I can find some kind of culture around that in Cleveland. I wonder.
Basically, the people who left, they left from regions like Black Sea, this region.
And so now, wherever you are in the world, you're never far from a Trabzonspor fan.
They say that among the Turks in Europe, Trabzonspor may be, the number one team.
All of which has led to their club slogan.
Bize her yer Trabzon.
It means everywhere is Trabzon for us.
Trabzon is everywhere and everywhere is Trabzon, mate.
We travel anywhere, we go to any matches away.
Her gittiğimiz ilge Biz yabancını çekmeyiz.
We play as if we are the home team.
And this truly is the case when on occasion they've played home games in Istanbul that saw crowds of more than 60,000 in claret and blue.
If you're in Belgium, it's like Trabzon for us.
Why? In Belgium you have amazing teams, Anderlecht club, which this is different. It's a lifestyle.
Dolayısıyla Trabzonspor onlar için, dışarıdakiler için bilhassa
It's the love and the passion that our fathers that gave us.
memleketle kurulan bağ. Yani ana vatanla, baba eviyle, baba ocağıyla kurulan bağ.
Some people pray and they feel themselves close to their lost ones. I don't believe in all that. So I think the connection that I have with my father, with my late father, is through Trabzonspor.
It's Trabzonspor.
And despite the club falling behind in the mid-80s, by the mid-90s, Trabzonspor had somehow scraped back to fighting for top spot.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
95, 96, we
Hey,
fought back.
I was born that year.
95, 96. I remember 96. That was a
95,
traumatic experience.
95, 96, again, leading this league. We were just dominating the league. Then, like 4 weeks before the season ended,
Yeah, we were 5 points ahead.
we lost against Vanspor.
Man, it was
What are they called?
Vanspor.
I've never even heard of them.
Vanspor was a relegation team. They were just battling relegation.
I still remember the name of that goalkeeper, Stingachu. It was just, we couldn't beat him. We couldn't beat him.
We lost. We won the next game, and the penultimate game was at home against Fenerbahce.
I don't want to talk about this.
With 2 games left.
I don't want to remember that day. Don't ask me about that day.
I'm sorry to ask, but
That was 5th of May.
Remember the date.
Yeah.
if you win,
If we win, it's pretty much guaranteed.
you're going to be champions.
Yeah.
But even if we tied, we were almost assured to win the league.
So we went up 1-0. They drew it 1-1, and they scored in the 80th minute on the top of my head 2-1, and we just lost the league.
In Trabzon, after being ahead,
And people killed themselves in the city. It was grim, man. It was dark.
Their own lives.
Yeah.
Because you didn't win the title.
Yeah.
I think there's 3 or 4 fans committed suicide.
Şampiyonluk yarışıp da kaybettiği yıllarda intihar eden ve hayatını kaybeden çok taraftarı var Trabzonspor'un.
Orada ben sahadaydım. Uçurtmam. O sis şu anda olduğu gibi sis bir anda Trabzon şehrin üzerine çöktü.
And whilst the ability for a set of football results to cause such tragedy may seem almost unfathomable, when you speak to fans you realise there's a set of unique reasons the club has such an effect. Firstly, there's locals' almost existential connection to the club that goes beyond the cliches of regular fandom.
Burada insanların başka hiçbir tutkusu yok. Hiçbir şey yok. Sadece Trabzonspor.
Ya futbol dünyanın her yerinde büyük sloganlarla anlatılır. Futbol
Wait. Eli, bro. I don't know why, but the way he's just staring right here is hilarious to me.
Sadece Trabzonspor.
Sorry.
Ya futbol dünyanın her yerinde büyük sloganlarla anlatılır. Futbol biraz abartmak demektir.
O yüzden Trabzon özelliği başkadır.
Ama burada abartılı cümlelerin altının dolu olduğuna emin olabilirsiniz.
Ama Trabzonspor'un hastalığı başka bir şey.
Gerçekten bir hastalık gibi. Bir ara insanlar Trabzonspor'u mahkemeye veriyordu. Hastalığımın sebebi o diye.
Benim annem 93 yaşında. Onun bile tansiyonu Trabzonspor'a bağlı.
fans have sued the club for emotionally affecting them this much.
They wrote letters to the high government officials.
You guys are crazy, man.
Close, because it makes me illness. No problem about cancer. Problem Trabzonspor.
Secondly, there's the region's unique relationship with the darker themes in life.
Here, sadness and happiness is together. Cenazede bir fıkra anlatabilir pekala, gülünebilir.
Thirdly, there's the burden of their once great past.
Trabzon bundan 100-150 sene önce imparatorluğun önemli şehirlerinden biriydi.
Trabzon used to be the capital of an empire called the Pontian Empire. They spoke Pontian Greek. Yeah, actually, the patriarch of the Orthodox Greek Church, he's a Trabzonspor fan.
O kaybettiği güçten gücü arıyor aslında, bir bakıma futbolla arıyor. Öte yandan Trabzon.
Add to this the yearning.
I just want to say, by the way, one of my favorite things to study through both reading, researching, and actually playing very specific video games like Total War has to be pretty much anything related to the Mediterranean, Greek culture, Persian times, Ottoman Empire times. You know, all those are obviously separate from one another, but I've studied so much about, you know, the Roman Empire, the East and the West, Constantinople, eventually the Byzantine Empire, all that stuff. I've read so much stuff about that, learned so much about different historical elements of all of these different cultures, even their pantheons to a degree, or, you know, they're at the time their pantheons. I don't really know much about their current religions. I'm going to assume that a majority of Turkey is what? They have a Muslim faith, don't they? Islamic? I'm sorry, Islamic is what I'm probably looking for. Correct me if I'm fully wrong about that. I don't know anything about modern Turkey, like, whatsoever. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know this, though. I did not know this part whatsoever. This is crazy.
The Orthodox Greek Church, he's a Trabzonspor fan.
O kaybettiği güçten gücü arıyor aslında. Bir bakıma futbolla arıyor. Öte yandan Trabzon.
Add to this the yearning for friends and family lost to migration.
People, especially the diaspora, misses the city a lot. And the people miss them.
And a scandal of heartbreaking proportions still fresh in people's minds.
Ukraine is not that far away. It's right above us. So when Chernobyl happened, that radioactive cloud came here as well. Most of the tea in Turkey is from the fields of Trabzon and Rize. And the Turkish government didn't actually warn the population. And we drank that tea. And all of that led to a cancer in every house in the Black Sea region.
And all of this considered perhaps explains how football grew to mean so much.
There's a melancholy to Trabzon and Trabzonspor.
Yes.
There's like, I wouldn't call it sadness, but there's like an understanding that life can be hard as much as it can be fun. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
With the fog coming off the mountains.
Oh, exactly.
With the suffering you've had in history.
Yes.
And that suffering's reflected in the stands, with the fans' embrace of arabesque music in their chants.
It's called arabesque because it's got Arabic, Egyptian vibes to it, but the lyrics are very sad, very melancholic.
We ran out of days, we gave our lives for the sake of cloud and blue. That's In Your Narrow Streets, the song that you guys sing.
Yes.
About death, about rain.
Yes.
You're telling me that's happiness.
insane.
You're telling me that's something to be joyful about.
Yes. Neden? Çünkü hava iyi ya şimdi. 3 dakika sonra hava bozuk. Yani hayat ve ölüm iç içe. İyi ve kötü iç içe. Yani böyle bir şehirden bahsediyoruz. Futbolu da tam da böyle.
Even if football was a mix of the good and the bad, after 96 it still provided mostly heartbreak to Trabzonspor, with more close but failed title runs in 05 and 09 before the city was introduced to an entirely different level of pain thanks to the 2010-2011 season, otherwise known as
the stolen season.
We were 9 points at the end of the first half of the season.
You were leading most of that season as well.
Yeah. Fenerbahce magically won 16 of their 17 games in a row.
The season ended 82 points, and Fenerbahce became champions on goal difference.
We lost for 1 goal difference.
One.
Yeah.
And then like a month or 2 later, a big scandal broke out.
Earthquake in football.
Knew it.
Really?
Yeah, I knew it.
Wait. Prosecutor court requests arrest of Fenerbahce president. The end. Shoot, I can't read this.
I've never felt so robbed in my life. I saw how they were playing, some teams were playing against Fenerbahce. I was like, okay, they're getting paid, man. They're getting paid to play like that.
This is a conspiracy.
No. The big chief, big president, Aziz Yıldırım from Fenerbahce went to jail. There were a lot of tapes, a lot of video footage.
Match fixing,
for at least 8 games that were fixed.
And whilst UEFA banned Fenerbahce from European competition and sent Trabzonspor to the Champions League instead, the Turkish government said the evidence was obtained illegally. The charges were eventually dropped, and the Turkish FA still declared Fenerbahce champions.
We felt not only robbed, but also insulted, because there was no justice afterwards.
And so what happens when an already emotional fan base goes through a combination of heartbreaking failures mixed with enraging injustice, a decade of chaos in the stubborn city?
Nasıl diyelim? O da Trabzonspor haklarına yenildiği için insanlar kendini kaybediyor.
That's a point of time where I think we lost our shit.
And so whenever, wherever injustice was felt, the people of Trabzon did what they do best and refused to know their place. From the club president locking referees in their dressing room overnight.
Another game, the refs were really bad and he decided it was a good idea to lock them in the stadium, not let them leave.
The president of the country, Erdogan, had to call up and say, hey, let him out.
To the Salih Dursun moment, which saw the player, fed up with poor refereeing, take matters into his own hands, literally.
He takes it from his end, he falls on the ground, takes it from the ground, says, off you fuck, and then and then he starts, and he sees the red card himself and starts walking like, yeah, whatever. What he did, that red card, represented so much and something so important.
I mean, what the fuck, dude? This is nuts.
ortaya koyduğu için.
That when they arrived in the airport, the team, the fans were waiting for them there, thousands of them, with red cards in their hand.
There's statues dedicated to that moment, to him.
I haven't seen those
There's a
statues.
street named after him.
Then there's the new feelings towards Fenerbahce.
The rivalry we had with Fenerbahce turned into an animosity.
Right.
I bet.
That.
It's different now.
It's like almost at the level of Galafena, would you say?
I would say it's worse.
Since that stolen season, almost every time the two have met, there's been controversial moments.
There was a few games that could not be finished.
From violent pitch invasions to the Fenerbahce team bus being shot on the highway outside of Trabzon.
The attack, which happened as they travelled to Trabzon airport.
People outside of Trabzon asking like, why you guys aren't this tense with this? Like, and I remember someone saying, man, what would you do if there was a thief in your home?
Yeah.
So that was the feeling. It's a mixture of anger, rage, and very profound sadness.
Bu şehri kaderine oynadılar. Bu şehri geleceğine oynadılar. Ufkundan oynadılar. Hayallerine oynadılar. Hayallerimizi çaldılar.
You know, I told you about the audacity we had in the 70s and the 80s. I think we have never been forgiven for that.
So as much as we say it's been 38 years, I feel like...
It hasn't. It hasn't for me.
Okay.
2010, 2011, we won the title.
Everybody in Trabzon thinks we are champions.
That belongs to us.
But we don't have the trophy. We didn't have the celebration. We didn't have that explosion of joy.
But then, a decade after the stolen season, Trabzonspor took the 2022 season by storm, and with 6 games remaining, only needed 1 point to win their first official title since the 80s in a match at home against mid-table Antalyaspor. So Copenhagen and I hit the road again to see just what goes down when a city so intensely attached to its club finally gets to celebrate a league title again.
I mean, they did get robbed, undeniably.
Here we
That's
are
insane.
in Trabzon, my first time, and within an hour I've been blown away. I was warned before I got here of the fanaticism the locals have for their local football club and only their local football club, but I don't think anything could have prepared me for this. There is not a building, not a street I haven't seen covered in claret and blue. The first thing we saw as we got out of the airport, our taxi, which was covered in a giant Trabzonspor flag. In his article for the Blizzard, Patrick Ketty said that the city's dreams, hopes, and identity is wrapped up in this club. But this is something on another level.
The homes
You've got a
painted.
Trabzonspor bus stop, decked out like a dugout. It's almost like a theme.
Had to back it up a bit because my audio just started like dying for a hot second. Sorry.
Decked out like a dugout. It's almost like a theme park for Trabzonspor. It's like the city was almost built just so that they could celebrate a club.
But it wasn't only on the surface where Trabzonspor was prevalent. It's behind every nook and cranny the club somehow appeared.
Whilst walking through the market, we've just been told behind this little store is some kind of Trabzonspor museum almost, because one of the ex-managers owns this store. What was his name?
Ahmet Suat Özcazcı, Lübnün kurucuları sayılır babam yani.
So this is his time as a player, this is his time as a director. But when he was a director, this is when they won everything.
From a legend of the dugout, we were next off to meet a legend of the terraces.
Look how beautiful that mosque is.
A journalist known to...
Holy smokes, dude. I'm sorry.
Legend of the dugout, we were next off to...
That is gorgeous. Look at that. Wow, that is one of the most beautiful buildings I've ever
meet a
seen in my
legend of
life.
the terraces in Ahmet Firidin, a journalist known to all
Was that
of
a mosque?
Trabzon since he was a kid, thanks to his passion displayed ahead of the last time the club won the title back in 1984.
İşte görüyorsunuz, seyrediyoruz hep beraber. Bu maçı da yeneceğiz de şampiyonluk olmuşuk zaten. Gururluyuz işte abi, daha ne diyelim.
Çünkü Trabzon şehri, Trabzon halkı bunlara hak etti.
What was noticeable about Ahmet's feelings on the almost certain title wasn't the benefit to himself, but to the younger generation, who didn't get to experience what he did in '84.
Yep.
Trabzonspor'un o şampiyonluğunu göremedi. Şimdi görecek, eğlenmeye de hakları var.
And that same sentiment was one we found in everyone we spoke to, where it became evident the title win meant very different things depending on your age.
Benim yaşım 53. Ben şampiyonluk gördüm ama bizden sonraki nesil, genç neslin görmemesi çok şeydi.
I'm 32 years old. I've never lived it, so I don't know how am I going to react.
It's kind of an age-dependent feeling, I think. A lot of people who are older are going to feel more relief.
People my age don't know this. Like the older generations, they do.
For the younger generations, I think it's really a huge, ecstatic, explosive, feeling that you're becoming a champion.
But there was some explosions everyone was insistent on avoiding.
Şimdi şu anda Trabzon'da 7'den 70'e herkes silahlanmaya hayır. Yani baştan sonra No.
The club, the Trabzonspor Football Club, actually had to do a campaign. They're asking people not to celebrate with guns.
Şimdi burada çok insan öldü. Ha mermi uçtu zaman bir daha geri geliyor. Adam yorgun mermi.
They did an amazing video with very famous and very dear people to Trabzonspor fans that had passed away, saying that we cannot go there to see this, but you shouldn't come here neither.
Yeah, I agree
Instead,
with this.
the club was encouraging fans to express their excitement at the squad's final training session on the eve of the match. So of
I
course
agree with
we
that,
had to-
yeah. We have the issue here in America.
What did he say?
I know I paused a lot. I'm sorry, but I actually really want to talk about that just briefly. I know America talking about guns, right? We have the issue here in America. 4th of July, New Year's, you hear gunshots for days. You know, if I could find the clip of it, I'm going to play it here briefly of what my mom's apartment sounded like during New Year's. It's terrifying, to be honest. You know, when I was younger, I thought it was funny, but as I've gotten older, as a family, I could not fathom how undeniably enraged I would be if something ever happened because some asshole decided to shoot a gun in there at the last second and with no regard to where that bullet's going to go. I'm going to play that clip here.
Ama senin saçlarına da bakmamız lazım.
We have to check your hair too.
Abi beni çekmek burada mesele var. Var mesele. Bugün dağıl, yarın dağılırsın. Yarın da olsun, içinde kalmaz.
Starting him young. That boy's gonna be a good salesman.
Bu Trabzon'a, bu sene şampiyon benim. Kimse alamaz elimizden. Sen bu meseleye benzer. Bu akşam, yarın akşam bu Trabzon yanacak.
I wish we could use flares. I'll also smokes in some of the games I went to here in the US.
And it wasn't just regular fans emotional on the eve of the title, as we found from speaking to one ex-board member, Nevzat Aydin.
How big of a deal is this? It's huge. It's huge. I mean, we haven't celebrated the championship for the last 38 years. So I can't even start expressing how huge it is for the family, for the Trabzonspor.
You're emotional, I can tell.
Yeah.
Aydin, a self-made multi-millionaire and star of Turkey's Dragon's Den, was on the verge of tears while chatting with me, and was living proof that no matter what you did or achieved, if you came from Trabzon, the club pulled at your heartstrings.
We came so close so many times that I mean I don't think I will believe, you know, before I get the cup in my hand that we have the championship now.
You're only 1 point away.
Yeah, I mean, we have 4 matches left, 1 point away.
But you don't think?
We'll see tomorrow. It's still early to talk about the celebrations and everything.
I respect that. That year is this year. Editing is absurd.
Do you remember 96?
Yes, I was 11 years old.
How painful was it?
So I was still a child. I was like, okay, our time will come. But we didn't know that it's gonna last so long. 38 years. Like in 2019, PAOK won the league in Greece after 34 years. And Atletico Mineiro from Brazil won the league after 50 years. And I was like, I said, please God, it's gotta be our turn now. So, please. And now we're standing here, D-Day.
Shoes off before prayer, so that's how that works, huh? Interesting.
This city has been waiting for that explosion for decades. I'm just done with the Istanbul championships. Football needs a championship for Trabzonspor. We need to show them that the country is bigger than the 3 Istanbul teams.
Yep, I get that. I respect that.
There's a whole region that is just ripe to show you how much it means to us.
I mean, we see that in La Liga with Barca, Real Madrid.
Well, we've just got outside the stadium and it's incredible.
other-
You've got every bit of Turkey wrapped up into one, dancing around the stadium in this Trabzon rain. It's absolutely beautiful, but to top it off, I've been told, there's actually people who've been camping overnight.
But why not sleep in your house? Baba burada biz bunu 40 yıldır bekliyoruz.
From there, we grabbed a quick bite, quick drink, and quick dance before surprising our cameraman Amir, a Trabzonspor fan from Istanbul, with his first ever ticket.
Joking? No, of course not.
And headed inside for a historic night.
Oh, that's beautiful, man. Look at that. What? Damn, third minute.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for a lot of people.
And it's just domestic.
So we're going to experience it to the fullest.
Well, it's more than just that, obviously, but it's just like, wow, man. Crack the snacks open. We're gonna be here a minute. Oh, sunflower seeds. Yep.
So you take the lead. Are you safe? Do you think that's home? Do you think fans will relax?
Me personally, I won't. Every time we were close to a championship game, it sometimes became too much for us.
You screwed it up, let's be honest.
We screwed it up. Yeah, we screwed it up.
Okay, but a draw you'll be relaxed.
A draw is good. We just need 1 point.
But will you be relaxed?
I won't, because this should be the most calm I have been in decades.
Because all you need is a draw.
Yeah, but still, everybody's thinking about everything that can go wrong. Because Trabzonspor, everything that can go wrong will go wrong.
Dude smoking a cig in the crowd. They are stressed.
You can't script it. You can't script it so bad for Trabzonspor sometimes.
Because you've dropped quite a few points the last few weeks, right?
Yeah. The last couple of weeks, draws. We lost the game against Rizespor. A perfect storm is just brewing.
Oh man, dude, I would be losing it. I'd be in the hospital.
The unthinkable always happens. The things that if they were written in a movie, you would say, no, this is too cliche. It happens.
İşte 61'i seviyorum. Hatta sen de bundan sonra 61'i sevmeye başlayacaksın. Bu bir hastalıktır.
Because this is an illness.
61'e bir tutulduğumu daha bırakamaz.
Oh my, are you serious? Dude, what the fuck? I said this was the once in a lifetime Argentina and a few other videos. This is the most dramatic and unbelievably stressful sport I think I've ever watched in my life, and it ain't even close. There's some magical shit that happens every single time with all of this. From the stories you guys have told me, I don't know why I look that way, from the stories you guys have told me to these documentaries that we've watched, this sport is absurd. It's so stupid how dramatic it is, in the best way possible.
When we take a lead, there's always like underbelly nerve, because we have seen it gone wrong so many times. I mean, everybody in the stands, I can already picture it. Everybody's going to be nervous because it has been so long. We wear our heart on our sleeves. So a lot of people are just going to bite their fingers off of the, you know, of the stress of the game.
No, but this is Antalyaspor. What could go wrong?
Trabzonspor. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong.
Oh shit.
Turkish
come
FA
on,
rules
man.
stipulating a pitch invasion during the 90 minutes can lead to an abandoned match and all 3 points handed to the visiting team, all of a sudden, Trabzonspor's inevitable title celebrations didn't look so sure.
Why did they storm? At the last second? Like, why did they storm? Well, he said because they thought the game was over, but come on, man. Y'all gotta lock in.
Things could erupt. Things could erupt. We are passionate. We have always shown our passion. If there's going to be a little bit of a bad moment in the game, the whole city, the whole stadium will just explode. And the tempers might flare.
Emil, what happened? He was just going crazy.
This is insane. What the?
It couldn't be a better setup for a win. You get to win it at home, and all you need is a point. But you've got a history of fucking up constantly. Is there a chance you fuck it up this time?
No fucking way. Look around you, man. Look around you. Have you ever seen a city so together? Men, women, older, younger, several generations, it's all together. Have you ever seen a synergy like this? Like, have you ever seen a city that deserves to win a league title as much as this one? I'm asking you, man. I mean, look around you. Look around you, man.
With all honesty, I don't think I have.
This is gonna happen. This has to happen, man.
Ooh, Jesus, brother.
The fact that, you know, a team that is not part of the establishment, that is basically winning it with less resources, that's a more beautiful story in my eyes.
That's beautiful, man. I get it. Those, hey, man. Everybody loves an underdog story, especially when it's cultural, societal, man. You know, it ain't just about the team, it's about the culture, bro. It's about the people, dog. Everybody loves an underdog story.
That people take interest in other teams, not just the big teams, of course.
Okay, I agree. 100% I agree.
We want diversity, we want new teams, we want new stories, we want new cities.
Oh, the weeds largely sway and stress themselves beneath.
Because otherwise, we're really going down the money rabbit hole.
Yep, a lot of guys have told me that, man. We saw that with the San Andreu video. Everybody wants to see new teams make a, you know, make a run. They want to see new things. So many more stories to be told out there. Fucking hell.
38 years, it hurt. It hurt a lot.
Fucking hell, bro! We are fucking back, bro! Come on.
Football needs championship outside of the big teams because there are so many more stories to tell, so many more fan bases to learn about.
I agree.
When a team outside of the established teams wins, the emotions that just explode out is just so different, and we see the best of football. And at its core, that's what we want.
I'm so happy that didn't get messed up. Oh my God.
Man, you're gonna see when we win this thing, people are gonna go to cemeteries. That's what's gonna happen because they wanna share this with their lost ones that weren't here to see it.
You never got to see a championship with your grandfather. Do you think there's something kind of poetic in the fact that the first season that finished after he passed away, you got to win it with your newborn?
Kesinlikle var canım. Kesinlikle var.
They say Trabzon is everywhere. Is Trabzon in, do you think Trabzon's in the afterlife as well?
Her yerde. Yerin 7 kat altıda.
I feel like I just watched the movie, man. I mean,
the true meaning of the sentence for us everywhere is Trabzon.
What? I was just wondering, were there any events happening in the US for this? That's wild. What? There are a lot of Turkish people all over. That is factual. Look at
These guys have said they're the stable club, the calm club, the cool club. I don't know how you stay cool. No one on this side of the ground has ever seen their team win anything.
this is another one that I've got is a kicking off video. Oh man, dude. All right, well, I see why you guys wanted me to see this one now. I really didn't know. Well, I'm gonna stop saying I didn't know it got this serious. I know it gets this serious, but still a surprise every single time we go through one of these videos, just to see how crazy it can get in certain locations, you know, how deep the love for it all runs. But dude, they got robbed like a mother in 2010, in the 2010-11 season, man. I can't blame them for being as aggressive and hateful as they are, especially of their rivals. That's I wonder what it's like now, though, in the year 2026, you know, between those two teams. I can't remember what the rival name is off the top of their head, but where do they sit right now on like league standings? Either of them been relegated or promoted or anything? Like, are they in different divisions? Like, I'm just curious, you know? Wow, I see why you guys wanted me to watch this one, man. That's another masterclass. I've had this one on the back burner for a while. That's just tragic to think people underplay you still because of where you come from. I know that just has to carry some crazy weight to it, man. You know, you leave your country, your city, your people, you know, to try to make a better life for yourself. You always can look back at those humble beginnings and be like, you know, I came from this place where life, death, happy, sadness all blend together, and I made it out of there. You know, now everybody can just share this same feeling when stuff like this happens. I love it, man. It's just beautiful and poetic. And I know saying everybody loves an underdog story kind of like depreciates it a little bit, but I really do mean it in the true sense that people love seeing the ones that everyone doubted, the little guys, make that comeback, make that, you know, achieve that victory. You know, I think a lot of people love seeing that. You can support the big clubs, the big companies out there or whatever, but whenever that smaller team makes an unbelievable run, they just do the unthinkable, that's significantly more entertaining and more emotional than seeing the same team win Champions League over and over, La Liga over and over, Premier League over and over, Serie A over and over, Bundesliga. I forgot that Bundesliga has had a weird stint with what was it? Yeah, Bayern Munich just winning over and over and over and over and over. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and sub to the channel. If you haven't already, be sure to go check out the original video, which I'll leave a link for in the description down below, from Copa 90. And as always, this has been Jay with another football reaction. I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.